Hi, and welcome to A Stone's Throw Away, where I do intuitive stone casting. Today will be the weekly reading for the week of November 23rd for Libra. First, a big shout out to Passion Water Tarot, my mama, who has beat her cancer and is back reading with us. Go give over to her channel and give her a big like and say hi from me. I'm going to do our affirmation card first. This is from the Louise L. Hay You Can Heal Your Life affirmation kit. I need to get more of these decks. I love the artwork on these. Sorry, I forgot to take the last one out. So Libra, I hope everything's going well, and while I shuffle these, let's tell you a little bit about your astrology for the week. The sun is going into Sagittarius, which will bring about a desire to connect and to think deep thoughts, to learn and to teach. Mercury's going into Scorpio, which will send everyone into seeking truth and hidden intentions and hidden meanings and all the mysteries in life. Venus is also going into Scorpio, which will also send people seeking those deep connections and the intense feelings. I expect lots of intense emotions coming through with that Venus in Scorpio. Mars is going to be in Aries, which will bring a spontaneous, active vibe to everything. Maybe a little impatient and arrogant as well. We are in the first quarter waxing moon, which is great for new beginnings, and with all of that in play, I do suspect that there will be some fresh relationships on the horizon. That all screams new relationship energy to me. Alright. That was the one on top. Alright. And here is your affirmation card for today, Libra. It's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. I am not limited by any past thinking. I choose my thoughts with care. I constantly have new insights and new ways of looking at my world. I am willing to change and grow. That's a great one, Libra. Don't get stuck in those thought ruts. Just because that's the way it always was doesn't mean that's the way it always will be. As I said, I do intuitive stone reading. This is my mat. These are going to be your relationships. Doesn't have to be romantic relationships. Can be children, family, work, friends, any relationships that are important to you. This is going to be you and what's been on your mind lately. And these are your challenges for the week. Anything closer into the center of the circles is going to be closer to the heart of the matter, more important. Anything closer to the edges is going to be not as important, or it's coming in or going away, depending on how it feels. If it falls outside of the circles, but above the midline, then it's something that you know about. You know this, but you're trying to ignore it. It's trying to get your attention. Anything outside the circles and below the midline is something that you don't know you know. It's in your subconscious. It's going to come up and surprise you. If it falls completely off the mat or completely off the table, then it's going to come out like a bolt from the blue. You're absolutely not expecting it in any shape, form, or fashion. So, without further ado, I've got my eyes closed. We're picking stones. I hope everyone's staying happy and safe and looking forward to a nice, calm holiday. Goodness. There's a lot of tingles here today, Libra. Have we been being spicy lately? Alright. I think that's it. Alright. That's a good handful. Let's see what the stones have in store for you today, Libra. Libra, I told you this weekend that you needed to do your shadow work. You did not do your shadow work. I know this because it's right here and you haven't done it. You may have done some of it though, because we have fossilized wood and a fossilized sea creature right above it. So maybe you have been thinking about it and it's brought up some old stuff. Maybe some stuff from your childhood. Usually this represents children, but I'm feeling like it's childhood here. So you've brought up some stuff from your past. That's okay. That's what it's supposed to do. So keep doing the work, Libra. that's what it's supposed to do. Okay? It's hard. It's not easy. Shadow work is not meant to be easy, but keep doing it. Over here in your relationships, we have you're not seeing things clearly, whatever is going on here. You've got a work situation with something creative involved. It's a new situation. It's not something that comes easy to you, or there's new skills involved, and you're not seeing that clearly. And that's going into your relationships. So maybe there's a new boss there, or a new employee, or you're dealing with a commission and a customer who's not easy. Who knows? Something is, and it's not being seen clearly there. So you need to shine that up, see clearly. Over here we've got some grief, but it feels like it's headed out. This grief doesn't feel like it's new. It doesn't feel like it's coming in. It feels like it's headed out. It feels like it was someone, possibly a mother figure, who lived with you or lived near you. Someone who you supported or helped support you. There was support involved. You guys were your support, part of each other's support system. And there's some grief there. But that's on its way out, Libra. Over here with your challenges. Well, that's not a surprise. You're going through a metamorphosis. Possibly a spiritual metamorphosis. And it probably has to do with that shadow work that you're hopefully actually doing right now, that's bringing up this old stuff from the past. Because oftentimes that will trigger a transformation. And you've got your eye, this is the eye stone, you've got your eye on the work you're doing and the thoughts and fears and feelings that it's bringing up, when you should be looking ahead to the transformation that's happening. There's also someone you depend on who's like a rock, someone who's very steady for you, who is having some money issues. They're going through a rough patch. There might be a child involved. So you might need to look into seeing what you can do to help them. I think subconsciously you're thinking you may need to bring them into your home. This stone is related to home. So subconsciously you're thinking you may need to bring them home. And the stones are confirming that. Up here, and things that you know but are trying not to know. The creative work that you're doing, you're trying very hard not to look at. See, you're not looking at it, you're looking down. So that tells me you need to open your eyes and look at the work. You also may have an old love rear their head, either figuratively, as in you'll start thinking about them more, or they may actually physically come in and show up. But there's an old relationship about to rear its head. Let's see if there are any other stones that want to say anything. Sometimes they do. Okay, yeah. The spiritual transformation you're going through is going to be more work. Sorry to say it, Libra. Oftentimes it is. It's going to be work, but it's going to be worth it. Most transformations usually are. And it may leave you feeling a little rough around the edges, a little unpolished. And that's okay. You have time. The creative issue you're not seeing clearly here you need to let yourself shine. You're not letting yourself shine. Shine a little bit of sparkle. Let yourself shine. And yeah, the grief over here the grief has to do with something that could put you in a financial bind. Or them in a financial bind. You're worried. You're sad. But yeah, keep doing the work you're doing. It's going to lead towards a transformation. And transformations are in the challenges area, because transformation is always challenging, even when it's a good thing. No one ever really wants to change. Everyone wants to stay status quo. So, we're going to do a 3-card reading. See what we can do to put some context, some focus, maybe a little bit of an outcome to this. And while I'm shuffling, let me remind you that I do private readings. The information is down below. And remember, these are generalized readings. If this one didn't jive with you, maybe try your moon sign, or your rising sign. Or maybe this wasn't the week for you. I feel like the beautiful thing about YouTube readings is you find them when you need to. I'm recording this in November of 2020. You could find it in June of next year, because that's when you need to see it. Okay, so our first card is the 2 of Pentacles. Then we have the King of Pentacles and the High Priestess reversed. Okay, so the 2 of Pentacles tells me that you have a choice. There's a choice happening, or you're trying to juggle things. Maybe you're trying to juggle the artistic thing you've got going with the shadow work you're doing. Sometimes it's hard to do both at once. For context, for where to focus, the cards are saying focus on what will bring you, what's the outcome you want. Focus on that. Because the King of Pentacles is about enjoying the fruits of your labor. It's about finally getting to sit and rest and enjoy what you've made. And look out over your bounty. So you need to decide for yourself what's the outcome you want and go for that. The High Priestess reversed is the outcome in the direction you're currently going. And the High Priestess for me has always been a woman who thinks she's in charge, whether she belongs there or not. And reversed, it's even worse. She's definitely doesn't belong there. So beware of bossy women who shouldn't be. I know a few of those. We all do, don't we? So, if you liked any of that, and if it helped, if you think it might help, give me a like, hit that bell, give me a subscribe, leave me a comment. YouTubers run on comments, I promise. It's like coffee. And I hope everyone has a safe, happy holiday. And I'll see y'all Thursday for the weekend readings. Y'all have a good one.